Hey everyone, we're here on location in Rome, Italy at the Colosseum. We've got a great three-piece coming out of Vancouver, dark synth, goth punk. This is episode 64 of In It to Spin It with Twin Crystals. So the Brian Jonestown Massacre put out a new album that I was completely unaware of May 19th, a Revelation hit. It's the first album completely recorded at Anton's studio in Berlin. They are touring now extensively in the UK. Hope they hit North America. Hey everyone, we're here in Florence, this time in Italy, looking for the only record store in Florence apparently. Let's go find it.
It's like a rock shop.
Well, that wasn't it. We're still trying to find the record store. We found a couple that were closed, but we're gonna try one last place. Okay. Question mark in the Mysterians. 99 Tears, or 96 Tears, sorry. Haven't seen that repress. I don't know if you can get this one back home. REM Murmur demos? I don't know. So we had a lot of fun looking at the Italian record stores. Did find a little street vendor, not much to report there though. Great time in Florence looking for these places. I did find a Vancouver band's record, 2009 album of You Say Party. This is a tough one to find apparently. Nice silkscreen cover there. Guess it's just been sitting in an Italian record store waiting for somebody to come along. Pretty cool find. Next up, Arcade Fire, aka The Reflectors. This 12-inch EP, there was a lot of buzz around this thing with the track listing famously being fake. It's actually just a 12-inch single, Reflector Side A, instrumental version of Reflector Side B. This is the UK version. Grab that. Next up is a Neil Young concert I'd never seen before, so I picked it up. It's from a radio broadcast in 1986. Pretty decent set list on here. There's actually 2 volumes. This is volume 1. It's listed as partially unofficial on Discogs, which is kind of interesting. Nice packaging, really high quality. Nice little write-up in the middle. Gatefold. As for strictly Italian only releases, I did find this pretty cool 7-inch Mark Bolan T-Rex Teenage Dream with Venus Loon. It's an Italian only pressing. So we got to sit down with Jesse and Jordan about 10 months apart, and with that we combined the two interviews and got the whole history of Twin Crystals. Enjoy the chat.
Yep, 1, 2, 3.
Hey everybody, we're here with Jordan Coop, among other things, a member of local, we'll call it doom punk, heavy on the synth and noise band Twin Crystals. Say hi to everybody out there.
Hello.
Again.
Oh, there you are.
So yeah, Twin Crystals. You, a guy named Jeremiah, who I'm not too familiar with, and Jesse Taylor of Night Prison, who will probably be interspliced with this little chat. Twin Crystals, tell us about it. How I know you guys are kind of on the lam right now, if not a little disband, but sparse shows in between. What's the deal with Twin Crystals? How did you guys get started? And speak about the band.
I'm actually trying to remember how we got started because it was a long time ago.
Yeah. First of all, who's in the band and how did they all come together?
Okay, well, the band started, it was, because I was in another band called Live Girls with Jeremiah from Defectors and Twin Crystals and Mono Creatures, and Brody from the Mutators and New Sensei, and we had just kind of like taken a break, just kind of fizzled out a bit, and Jordan had recorded our 7-inch.
Jordan Coop.
And Jordan Coop, he's the drummer in Twin Crystals.
The first show was Pat's Pub, was
Yep.
it? Yeah, and I think I remember Jesse saying it didn't go the greatest.
Well, it was complete. We didn't have any instruments. I think it
Yeah.
was just a drum kit
And like Dark Crystal samples, I think I remember him saying something about.
yeah.
And
We had I think Jesse was playing a guitar that was on a keyboard stand, and you would hit it with a drumstick or something.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
We
so-
didn't have any instruments. That's a hell of a first show.
Well, what I mean is it wasn't a conventional.
Yeah.
It wasn't this.
It was like experimental type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
We called it Twin Crystals because of we wanted to combine Twin Peaks and the Dark Crystal.
Okay.
And
Jim Henson.
yeah.
How are
And
you out
so
there?
our first show was with Kayla from Fuck Me USA on vocals singing for us. It was just us playing at Pat's Pub, doing like the chanting from Dark Crystal.
Really?
Yeah, which was like our favorite movie at the time.
You seen when they melt that puppet's face in that movie?
Yeah.
That's some crazy
Yeah.
shit, eh?
And so our first show was just us doing the music from Dark Crystal. Every single person
Wow.
hated it.
Yeah.
The owner of the bar at Pat's Pub, Daryl, he
You're never
shut us
playing
down.
here again.
Yes, we completely got shut down. And that was also Vapid's first show.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Cool.
it was Twin Crystals and Vapid first show.
that's the only thing that you could consider a
As a-
full-length
as a
LP,
record.
and it was never intended to be.
One unit.
No, it was never. It's all just jam space recordings.
Yeah.
And
And a cover by Soft Cell in there.
yeah, and I think the intention. Well, we recorded all these songs, and then David from NMR, who put this out,
Yeah,
approached.
Needs More Ram Records.
Yeah, he approached us about putting all these different recordings together in one
Okay.
package.
Yeah, I
And-
think I pointed that out to you last night. Needs More Ram. David from the Zoo Shop.
But it wasn't a. Yeah, it just happened.
Yeah.
So that's our full length, I guess you
Yeah.
could call it.
And then,
Like we started playing in 2006.
yeah,
So that first LP is from early 2009.
2
And-
years worth of stuff.
Yeah,
Hard
so
work.
yeah.
There's another great Twin Crystals song out there if you want to. These are just my picks. They're all great, but Boys Still Picture off this 12-inch split with Modern Creatures is another good one. And if you'll notice, if anyone out there has the Twin Crystals' first album, there's a song on there called Youth by Soft Cell, which I just happen to have in my own collection. Great stuff off this. I believe it's 81, yeah. Obviously Tainted Love, massive, but why cover Soft Cell? What do you like about Soft Cell?
I I mean, it would be like, it's just one of those things. It's just like, at the time, I don't feel like Soft Cell had enough recognition, and
Listening to it
I
now,
never do cover songs. I
Yeah.
never do cover songs. I hate covering songs. But when I was playing, when one day when I put on Youth, I was like, man, like we have to cover this song.
yeah, it just
Like,
resonated.
it worked so well that like it was like we have to do it, and we couldn't really pull it off live.
Really.
I think we only played it once or twice.
So where are Twin Crystals right now? I know you played a show with War Baby and Phoenix Thunderbird. We talked about that about 8 or 9 months ago, and nothing since then. Is Twin Crystals, are they still an entity, or is it just on indefinite hiatus? Or
Sure, I
you
mean,
can just throw a show anytime and
no, not really. I mean, I don't live in Vancouver anymore,
Yeah.
and so
it's tough.
and I've put a lot into my new business, and it's very tough for me to come over here.
Yeah.
Um,
So Jesse's got to get his ass out there more often, and Jeremiah.
I'd love for them to come.
Yeah.
But of course I have to do my part too and come out here as
Yeah.
often as I can. It's very possible that we could play a show just like that
Yeah.
if we were asked and I was available to do. The thing is, my work, I'm just booked like X amount of months in advance.
Yeah.
And when someone asks me for a show, and I've got deposit from
Yeah.
a band.
You're handcuffed.
So,
You
but
have
no,
responsibility.
this is not. It could totally happen.
Okay. Cool. Well, it's definitely interesting stuff. It's probably not the most accessible music, if we're honestly speaking to most ears out there, but this one definitely kicks ass. I'm going to try and link this for you guys, Twin Crystals Bones. And this is pretty good stuff too. So I haven't heard all the 7 inches, but lots of tunes out there. If you guys are interested, check out Twin Crystals. I think that's good, eh? Yeah. Okay. Thanks for being here, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
And here we've got a rare Twin Crystals pressing.
this is the one of 6 or 7 purple copies that came out when we did the Teenage Jesus Pink vinyl. This was released on NMR Records by David from the Zoo Shop again,
Yeah.
and
NMR standing for
Needs More Room.
yeah.
And yeah, this was recorded at Night Prison a couple
Very
years
cool.
ago, and the track "Spell on You."
Yeah, that was my pick.
That was
Very cool.
that was recorded at Night Prison, but we got Ben from Defectors, the guitar player, singer in Defectors. We got him to play guitar and produce that track for us. So that turned out good. That's why it sounds a bit different. That
Yeah,
one.
it's got a star by it. What is that?
Yeah, that's
Indicate
that means
Ben.
the end of the world.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that about wraps it up. I just want to thank Jesse for coming by the place. Long live Night Prison, and he's definitely a guy doing a lot for Vancouver and recording artists in the city. So check this stuff out. We'll link it all. All right, buddy. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Brad.